Hello everyone. Welcome to Buddhist Knowledge, the first of this year 2022. How are you everyone? I hope you are practice meditation and enjoy yourself regularly with inner peace time. So today, yes, the light is everything perfect now. So I think you don't see me turning red like usual last week or the week before. So today we are having quite special session since it's the first Saturday of the month. And it's also the time for, weekend time, so you have more time, right? So therefore today we're gonna do a little bit of intense further meditation, the regular than usual. However, don't let this be a hindrance in your meditation, because when you practice meditation, if you enjoy it, you will forget the time and you don't have to pay too much on when it's gonna be over, because yourself enjoy and immense in inner peace. Thus, if you feel struggle or feel unable to stay, you can just open your eyes, and stretch yourself a little bit. Just one moment, and allow yourself to be relaxed and rest. Then when you feel better, can come back and meditate. Okay, but today we're gonna do longer meditation than usual, and that's after that we're gonna learn about the Buddhist knowledge that we prepared today. It is the virtues of family life. Yes, today we're gonna learn how we are going to make our lives be happy and also practice meditation easier. And today we're gonna discuss on that with the Buddhist wisdom as well. Therefore, stay tuned after our meditation for more wisdom. But if you have to go, don't worry. There will be record video that allow you to learn or review whenever you need to. All right. So let's not waste our time any longer, because I am sure some of you may just wake up in the morning. Some of you already wake up, but you have determinations and intention to meditate. So let's go ahead and meditate first before we are going to learn the Buddhist wisdom. So let us begin our inner peace time. Just one moment. Okay. Yeah. So when everyone looking for happiness, the question is how. I am sure you may have heard or listened to my previous session about happiness in Inner Peace Sunday or any other session that I given. However, the question is how. So today I will give you in the Buddhist wisdom more specialized on finding happiness and how, aside from practice meditation alone. We're not going to talk about meditation much longer, because you already learned in previous session and practice quite some time. But to maintain it, this is important. So let's take a look for our wisdom today. Oops, wrong one. Here we go. Yes. 8 virtues for family life. According to Buddhism, living a life of a monk like me, having head, putting a robes, is called a holy life or celibacy life. Okay, a life without making himself taint, or would call in Western ways more like without causing suffering to oneself. That's why it's called holy, because the monk, for example, monk are not allowed to work. When monk is not allowed to work, he don't have to be worried about making a living. But how can he make a living? He go for arms round. People who supporting him, for example, those people who come to the temple to offering meal, they making charity. So we living off from the food that they sharing to us. Thus we don't worry about money or living or food. In return, they doing charity. We return back to them by when they have trouble to consult. We use our wisdom practice of meditation to help and ease their pain or trouble. And so in this virtue life or family life, in Buddhist wisdom in Buddhist view, is those life that are not living as a Buddhist monk is called family life, or technical term they call this as householder. A person who has house holding in their hand, householder, something like that, or responsibility, you can call that either way. Now, let's take a look on these 8 virtues if one wants to find happiness. But before we go to that part, let's take a look on this reference. From the previous session, I have mentioned, not previous session in Buddhist knowledge, but in Inner Peace Sunday, I mentioned about 2 kinds of happiness or joy of family life. One of them that mentioned is temporary happiness. That's the joy of living a life of householder is having. There are 4 joy that one can gain from this happiness. One is gaining wealth. Yes, when you have money, feeling good, right? Yes, that it is. When you're spending, buying the thing that you like is even better. Much better than spending money is you don't have a debt on yourself. Anywhere you go, you are free. You are not prisoner to the debt. And when you make a living, earn your income, you do something that no one criticize or make yourself trouble. For example, that guy, he is very rich. He doing honest work. He's not doing something illegal or trade or do some kind of something that would cause himself trouble. Working blameless work and enjoy his work like that. This is a life of living in a family life. It's temporary, but it's still joy or happiness that one can gain throughout their life without knowing about meditation. So when the second one that mentioned is permanent happiness, which is happiness gained from practice, stilling the mind or meditation. And so this is what kind of happiness one can gain. So in other words, it is what happiness is. But how? How? When you live a family life, aside from not practice meditation, how you maintain that today, we're gonna go to that. And that's come from reference. Yes, I am not bringing it out from nowhere. Therefore, this time, Buddhist knowledge, we have some kind of reference to mention too. This one is called Dīghajāņu Sutta. It comes from the book of, it has in the short word, it's called Anguttara Nikaya, or AN 8.54. That's the code that you can search on this sutta. Okay, so what it's saying here, the story goes like this, that I will go to this verse, this text later. The story goes that one time when the Buddha himself wandering around with his monk, the Buddha, as he was propagate his religion throughout India, he don't stay in one place for a long time. He go from one place to different places. They don't have like me, you know, they don't have YouTube, they don't have Zoom, they don't have Facebook. So everyone from anywhere can join. So he himself, to presenting the knowledge, he has to wandering from different place to place so people can come learn and listen to him. At the same time here, while he was journeying on this village, a group of people, the man named Dīghajāņu. Dīghajāņu is presumably head of the village and a wealthy man. He brought his people, hearing the reputation that the Buddha was nearing his village, so want to learn the wisdom so they can know, they can gain the happiness like the people that praised him. So he came and asked the Buddha. He said like this, "Oh Buddha," oh, they call this blessed one. Yes, they don't call Buddha. Sometimes they call blessed one, mostly when they read the scripture. We are lay people. Lay people is like family or householder, family man or householder, okay? We are lay people enjoying sensuality, living crowded with spouse and children. using costly fabrics and sandalwood, wearing garlands, scent and creams, handling gold and silver. May the Blessed One teach the Dharma for those like us, for our happiness and well-being in this life, for our happiness and well-being in lives to come. In other words, what he mentioned in here, explained by word, is that Buddha, we are enjoy life of a family man. So in other words, if you tell us to come and ordain as a Buddhist monk, no, we still don't want to ordain. We want to live as a family man. And we enjoy using costly fabric. It's similar to here, like when you go to a shopping mall, you like a brand name like, Armani, Chanel, Gucci. This costly fabric is like a famous brand at the time. Yes. And sandalwoods, wearing a good shoes. Yes, like Nike or any kind of shoes that you prefer to wear. Wearing garlands, yes, like necklace, and scents and cream, using some kind of lotion, gold and silver, whatever it is that decorate their body. So we want to be happy in this life and the next. Is there anything that you teach something like that? So the Buddha taught them, yes, we do. So let's go by this. How does the Buddha answer to this guy, this person, Dīghajāņu? Dīghajāņu is a person name. Therefore, when it's called by the sutra, it doesn't go by what is taught in there. It's go by the person or the event that the Buddha encountered. So that is how it goes in the sutra. Okay. So the Buddha taught that for happiness in this life and the future lives, thus therefore he separate them into two ways. Present, while you're still alive. Future life is after you pass away. So therefore, there are four in each. What are the four that one can gain? So that way they can live happily, even though they do not practice meditation. But if they do, it will be even more immense and longer. So here, 1, happiness in this life. The Buddha said that one must be hardworking. In Pali, they call Uttatthana Sampatha, which means being skilled and diligent in one's livelihood. If you are going to work something and you want to progress, make sure you are very skillful. And when you become skillful, you don't have to worry where you're going to go. You will be always behind and will be always be in demand. Just like right now, at this time, people who are learning how to write program or how to do things like in commercial or advertisement, they're always in the demand of the market. So everywhere they go, they always get hired. Or now, right now, people who graduate or become a nurse or doctor always in demand to, defending and fight off with this COVID-19. It is something like that. So if you're hardworking, you will surely get yourself, find a way of making your living easier. But is that enough? No, that is why there are 4. So the second one need to go beside from hardworking is vigilance or araka sampatha, which means know how to protecting your own wealth from theft or disaster. Thieves everywhere. So if just like, we have credit card crime, have you ever ordered something that through internet or on website, and then happen one day you get the bill that you don't even recognize, something like that too, right? So you have to know how to protect yourself from this kind of things to happen to your wealth. Or if this disaster, for example, in the past, they do not have bank system or internet networking. So what they do is they having their treasures or gold, jewelries, everything put into the box and bury in them, writing down the map. That is why when you go watch the movie, they have the Pirates of the Caribbean, you can search for the treasure and things. This kind of like that. So if you are having or knowing how to protect your wealth, this is one of the way to do that. Therefore, not only knowing how to earn your income wisely, correctly, not wrong with the troubling yourself or with the law, and also know how to protect your income or your wealth. Next, you will know that it has to be spending, right? Properly, earn, save, and use. But no, the Buddha don't say that. He said that aside from know how to find your income and save your income, you also need to find a good friend or Kalyana or virtuous friendship, because you need to associate with and emulating those embody of faith, virtue, generosity, and wisdom. We will go to that in a minute. What is meaning here is that you need to find a good friend who has these four qualities: faith, virtue, generosity, and wisdom, because they will guide you to the path of happiness continuously in your life. Imagine if you are very rich, but your friend are gambler, a drug dealer. How life would that be? How happiness one could gain? Of course, it would not be, easy. So therefore, if you find a good friend who can show you a way and be a good friend that can help you to improve your spiritual life, it will not only just make your life as a family person happy in this present, it will even better for the next. But if both are not believe or doesn't have the idea or focus on life after death, at the very least they will be happy in the present. So aside from knowing how to earn the money and save one's income, it need to have a good friendship. Imagine if you have a friend who like to gambling every day, every weekend. Yes, not every day, every weekend. Okay, let's go hang out. Where are you gonna go hang out? Let's go to hang out at Casino Las Vegas. Here we go. All the money that we gain is gone because you hang around with these people. But imagine if we are hanging around with the person who are, hey, I like to meditate. Let's go meditate with me. Stay at home or go to the church or go to the temple or go to meditation retreat. Your income is safe. You have practice more, training your mind, more spiritual way to improve as well. This is how you can choose your life to be happy in the present. And last but not least, yes, just mentioned earlier, the Buddha also mentioned that it need to be balanced living, samajivikata, which means abstaining from womanizing, drunkenness, gambling, and evil friendship. In other words, know how to spend your income properly in the balance. So if you know how to use and spend and save it, you know how to find it, save it, know how to spending it too. But it must not be involved with womanizing, drunkenness, gambling, and evil friendship, because otherwise what you have earned so far is going to be go down into the drain. And that is how one can find happiness in the present life. And so once you find this, you will earn your income, you will get happiness from there, spending for your own benefit too. And also, you will also be happy without debt. And last but not least, work without any fear from the cops or anyone to trouble you or put you into jail. And that's how you can find the balance, find happiness in one's life. But is that all? No, the question did ask, how can we gain happiness in the life after? So the Buddha also answered in this question. Supposedly, if you don't believe in the life after death, at the very least, there will be happiness in the present. But if it does exist, what's gonna be happen is here. You can gain happiness from here is that in the future life, if you want to find happiness there, at the very least, you must have faith or sattha. Faith in here is mean at the very least, bottom line, understand the teachings of the Buddha about the karma, law of karma. Yes, because everything governed by this action. If we do something nice, something good to ourselves and others, it will surely come back to us. Same way, if we do it in the opposite, the negative thing will come back to us. at least have the faith. So that way, afterlife, you won't be suffer in the unhappy realm, or you can call hell. Second, virtue or sila. If you practice observing precepts at the bottom line, 5 precepts. Do you recall what are the 5 precepts? Take a look at the photo. 1. No killing or hurting anyone. Not anyone, any beings. Yes, anything that have lives. No hurting, no harming. Even if you are having, let's say, you have a pet and you torture them like breaking their legs. They not die, but you broken their leg. It's also counting or breaking the precept. Okay, so therefore, precept number 1, do not harm or hurting animals. Number 2, do not steal what is not yours. Number 3, do not commit into sexual misconduct. Yes, imagine if you're falling in love, but not with only one person alone. How many? That would not be happy. It may be happy at the moment when you are facing that person, but when the secret has been found out, ooh, it won't be pretty, right? That is why there are many movies coming out from there or many novel about that. So do not break the 3rd precept. 4th is use verbals in a way that hurt other people's feeling, whether they are telling lies, backbiting, cursing, or telling to misinformation to hurt other people and making other people hating each other. And last but not least, avoid, I can say avoid, do not involve with intoxicant that would hurt your body or your consciousness, like alcohol, drugs, something like that. So these are the 5 precepts, bottom line, at the very least. Because even though if you do it hurting yourself, it doesn't hurt but your well, you may counter, well, it doesn't hurt anyone, it hurt only myself. Yes, if it hurt yourself, it's also count as a trouble for your future life, because instead of you're going to have better bright future for your own opportunity for clearer mind, happiness in the present. Now you just make yourself be more shorter lifespan, thus cutting yourself opportunity to experience something more longer and better or bright future yet to come. Now, number 3, generosity or jaka, which means not only he need to be taking care of himself, but he should also making his community, his family, or the people that he involve himself with be generous to those around him too. So that way he himself be loved, and everywhere he go, he will be safe because everyone loves him. Like that, simply. And last but not least, the most important one is one must also having wisdom or panya, having insight into the arising and passing of things at the bottom line. In other words, you should have practiced yourself earning inner peace or meditation, so that way it will keep your mind intact, in focus, and allow yourself to find happiness along the way as you live in the present life and the next. Because when the mind is bright and clear, at the moment when one's about to pass away, if the mind is bright, shine, and happy, surely happiness to the happy realm would be destination. And this is how we are gaining our happiness in the future lives. So I hope today Buddhist knowledge can be benefit to you all who are listening today. But is that all? Well, before we part today, allow me to giving you some of the reminding of our announcements. First of all, next Saturday, we have My Journey by Venerable Sander coming us next. So yes, hopefully you all coming and joining, giving him, encouragement to continue learning meditation, teaching meditation to you guys. Okay, so you can learn from here at the same time, same place here. Next, Coming up on February 15, it is, oh, actually, my bad, wrong. I will change after this. February 14, full moon. Yes, full moon. Okay, come join us on full moon, February 14 at 6 p.m. your time, Chicago. Okay, in LA 6 p.m. in New York 9 p.m. So making your time. And for those who are living in Asia, it may be quite difficult, but it's going to be in the morning in Thailand 9 a.m. Tokyo 11 and Sydney at noon. For Europe, maybe not a proper time. So we have our own full moon at the temple. So come join us on the 15th, okay? And yes, Inner Peace Daily every day, you know now. So come join us on the same time, same day on daily, on weekday. And for those who are new or just finding first time, don't forget to subscribe on our channel on YouTube and press the bell too. So that way you can get notified on our new video coming out every day. And if you are looking for a book to read, I recommend one book, Healing Power of Meditation, written by Miss La Nimit from Meditation Center of Alabama, also written from the experience who join meditation and how does it change their life and encourage their power of living. And yes, coming up next this evening too. If you are living around in Europe or you are audience from Europe, come join us on what is called DMEU meditation. I am now part of the team helping out in this program, but it's going to be different channel soon than I used mine. It's going to be every Saturday evening, but it would be afternoon for your United States time. So here's the information. DMEU Zoom sessions, password code is already in here, and it's broadcasting every Saturday evening, different time than my time, because it won't be conflict. But if you are venerable, your session is too early, yes, there is the alternative now. Saturday you can wake up late and then come enjoy this in the afternoon or before lunch. So find a time if you feeling this is easy for you or easier. Okay, so check this out every Saturday. And so if you are a man or you have someone who interested, I want to ordain as a Buddhist monk, maybe. What is it like? Well, in Europe at this time, June 4th to July 3rd this year, if nothing happened, we don't know what's going to happen about the COVID situation, if nothing happened according to the schedule, we're going to have this ordination program. If anyone interested to come join, if you are a man, join us. At the very least 2 weeks required. But if you can do more, 4 weeks is better. But if you can do much, maximum is 4 weeks, 2 weeks is fine. So check this out in this website, eopdmc.eu. Okay, that's how you can apply. And for more information, you can check out this over there. All right, I think we come now to our podcast. Check it out, coming up next. Now my voice better, then I'll begin to recording my video and voice soon. So I hope you enjoy your time with us today. Thank you very much for your time. We are a little bit late today, but I hope you enjoy it. So thank you. Before we part today, allow me to give you the blessing. So you can put your hands together in this gesture as a way to show your receive blessing from the monk. Also, you can say Satu at the end when I finish giving blessing. By the power of the good deeds and positivity that you had done through the practice of meditation and listen to the wisdom talk today, may you all find happiness in life and inner peace everywhere you go. May you be free from all harms and dangers, especially COVID-19 at this time. Whenever you have chance to practice meditation, may you obtain inner peace, everlasting happiness forevermore and more in the present life and the next very, very soon. All right, everyone. Well, I
Sadhu.
hope you enjoy. Sadhu, Ashley. All right. How about, well, everyone's almost gone, but just anyway, a little bit of group photo. How would that be? Right? Let's turn on your camera if you're still there, so that way we can taking a group photo as a souvenir. Oh, yes, I need to turn on my camera here too. Oh, wait. All right.